So I've come right round, and just beyond where those excitable dogs are is where I was about a quarter of an hour ago, and those trees are where the double track alignment was from 1877 to 1915. So we're right up to here. That's usually fine when this view lines. There's always some foliage or trees or something to indicate there's a line here. So yeah, here we go. Here's the former track bed where those trees and bushes are. It's all obviously all being landscaped, part of the Shanganagh Park. A lot of surplus water around. So we'll have swung over here. So that way is down to the bridge at the bottom of Quinn's Road, the 1850s bridge with a single track. And let's make our way up to the footbridge. So you can see the way it curves there. So two tracks came from the junction and went that way across there. So it would have split the green at Shanganagh Grove. Trying to find out when they were built. I think I get the impression they were built around 1964 or 5, whatever. St Anne's Park was built, I think, 62, just before that. So the Harcourt Street line would have been up here, the original junction. Or sorry, the second junction from 1915. So they must have, methinks they must have had to close the line, this original line, while they're putting the double track line through here. You'll see in a minute. So it was quite an engineering feat. But you can see the distance from the original line behind me and the current double track dark line. They weren't taking a chance because of the erosion. So here we go. Here's the location of the original junction. The second, I keep saying the original junction, the second junction. So that's the footpath I was on, and just stop here for a minute. So just around at those trees where it curves around is where the 1915 signal box was. And it was decommissioned by 1961. So they took up the line right up to the junction. Very kind of strange. So that was taken up by September 1960, 65 years ago this year. But it wasn't until the following year they removed the junction. So again, they must have had to stop services on the line to do it. But and then you come over this side, and you see Shanganagh Grove here. So the line would have come through here, the original line, split those houses and then gone through the green area on the way up to Quinn's Road Bridge. So that's the original bridge, 1850s bridge. I've done videos here before. It's just the last few weeks I've been covering the whole line. There we go, there's the junction again. Lots of ballast there, so and you can just see the new station beyond the overbridge. That'll be open later on this year. But I do have a video from a CIE, not CIE video, it's another video, that you see the train coming off, Harcourt Street train coming off the junction, heading to Bray. It's a great piece of video, or film I should say, not video. So again, this was all created, what, 30 years ago, I think. Right down to the junction. So the two tracks would have come down here roughly. and just to get a perspective. Looks like a golf course here. It's not though. So where that container is, the line would have come through here, right through here, and swung right down at the back of Shanganagh Grove houses and onwards. And down here, just go down here, have a look. So the original line would have come down here. Fortunately, I can't exit this area from here. So there you go, there's Shanganagh Grove. And that's where the line would have come through there, just at the green there. You can't really see it at the back. And then the 1915 diversion would have come through here. I did see some, actually I can see it here. There's remains of fencing from the line here. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. There we go. So that's the remains of fencing from the line, concrete fencing from the line. There you go. So we have something left in the line. But again, by September 1960, the tracks were removed. And I'm not too sure when they removed the overbridge at Quinn's Road, the red overbridge, probably, maybe 1961. Probably was 1961. Imagine a double track railway line to Dublin, the main line, all gone. Thanks for watching.